doesn't quite fit in, does he?
Catch that blacker!
Yeah!
Most interesting.
Ah!
That's not a legal move.
It is a European variation. Arocco.
It's interesting, but not exactly fair when you play by different rules than your opponent.
You may think differently when you are Sultan. Shall I take it back?
Suleiman, I know it has been hard on you watching your father and me quarrel over Bayezid's throne.
Grandfather has chosen you, and his word is Qanun. What is there to argue about?
Your father and I were close once, but his cruelty and ambition have made...
I have heard the rumors, Uncle.
Well, I have a meeting with the Vizier soon. Shall we continue another time?
Whenever you like. Ezio.
Tariq has been selling guns to a local miser, Manuel Paleologos.
Paleologos. That is a sad sound. The last Byzantine emperor was Constantine Paleologos. If his heir is arming a militia of some kind, this conflict will escalate.
Tariq knows where the rifles are headed. If I find him first, I can follow the weapons straight to the Byzantines.
He will be with his Janissaries in their barracks. So if you want to get close, you will have to be one yourself.
Not a problem.
Güzel. Get the information you need. Then kill him.
Are you sure? You told me Tariq and your father were close friends, Suleiman.
This is true, but such naked treason against my grandfather deserves death.
In Daisy.
Seems... Go on, get out. Brother, leave me! Keep your hands where I can... We have a bit of a problem. Someone enjoys making traps and bombs. Be on guard. The devil's what he did.
Merely a wicked sin didn't happen often. I never thought. Here. A wicked sinner. Even.
Ah! Edirne has fallen to Selim's forces.
Your eye. Appeal for anyone playing the part. Where do you think you are going?
Selim understands our plight. The Byzantines, the Mamluks, the Safavid. Only he has the courage to face these threats.
Haklısın. Selim is a warrior, like Osman and Mehmet.
So why has our Sultan chosen a cat over our lion?
Woe betide the murderer who took the life of a beloved Janissary.
Ahmed shares the
This
Sultan's
enemy
calm
of
temperament.
civilization must be
They are
found
too
and
much
brought to
alike, I
justice.
fear.
If you see something, say something. Dark tidings, citizens of Constantinople. A servant of our Sultan has fallen at the hands of a criminal and been stripped of his garments. Be on the lookout for any suspicious activity. You are not wanted here. Leave. Hayvanlar! Yazıklar olsun!
My respects to the glorious Janissaries! Salamun alaikum, good champion.
Get out of here, you annoying vermin!
Why does Ahmed linger in the city? He knows he's not wanted.
He is like a moth hovering around an open flame, waiting for his father to perish, so that he may step to the throne.
Did you hear he offered Tariq a sum of money in exchange for our loyalty?
God damn you! What did Tariq...
Kardeşlerim! One of our own was found murdered and stripped of his garments not an hour ago. His body dumped like a mound of rubbish. Keep a close watch on these streets as you move about. Someone is planning to strike in our name. We must be ready.
Have you met Selim's young son, Shehzade Suleiman?
Not personally, but I have seen him. I know he is a remarkable boy.
Not a boy, but a capable young man with a magnificent mind.
Does he take after his father?
Thank you. Though I suspect he is another sort of man altogether.
Tariq, a message for you.
Ariculade. The rifles have arrived in Cappadocia, where Manuel has garrisoned his army.
And our men? Are they still with him?
Evet. They will contact us when the Byzantines decamp. Then we will meet them when they reach Bursa.
Everything is falling into place, Effendim.
Evet. For once.
That sorceress you're telling me about. No thanks. He's past. It's only so rudely interrupting and stuck about the throne.
Wait, I have seen him before. Nothing here.
What a bitter irony. Is this the result of Suleiman's investigation?
You collude with the Sultan's enemies. What did you expect would come of such treachery?
I blame myself. Not for treason, but hubris. I was preparing an ambush. Preparing to strike the Byzantine Templars where they felt safest.
What proof do you have of this?
See, here. This will lead you to the Byzantines in Cappadocia. Destroy them if you can.
You have done well, Tariq. Forgive me.
Protect my homeland, assassin. Allah Ashkina. Redeem the honor we have lost in this fight.
Don't worry!
Kill him!
I am getting tired of this uniform.
Running before me? That will not save you.
Get out of here! Leave!
Where have he gone? Ready there! Fight behind it!
You might have done the other more sacrifice to do, Constantine.
Foreign marshal would cry.
But I do know. Run! Run! God help me! What's happening? Oh my God! Get the gun! Come on there.
Isn't that dangerous?
At his age, wow.
No, that seems for me. hurt someone.
Strong for his age.
Get down, now! I'm wet. Amanda! I've lost sight of him. I guess it is not that important.
Tariq was not traitor, Suleiman. He too was tracking the Byzantines.
What? So did you...
I am sorry.
God forgive me. I should not have been so quick to judge.
He was loyal to your grandfather to the end. And through his efforts, we have the means to save your city.
Tariq, you should not have been so secretive. What a terrible way to do a good thing.
The weapons were taken to Cappadocia. Can you get me there?
Yes, of course. I will arrange a ship to take you.
Suleiman! Suleiman! I have been set up and made to look a traitor. Do you remember Tariq, the Janissary?
The man you quarreled with?
He has been murdered. It is no secret that he and I were at odds. Now the Janissaries will accuse me of this crime.
This is terrible news, Uncle.
When word gets back to my father, he will banish me from the city. Ah, forgive me, nephew. I was not aware that you had a guest.
This is Marcello, one of my European advisors in Cafe.
Buonasera.
Marcello, my nephew and I have a private matter to discuss.
As I said, there will be a ship waiting for you when you wish to leave.
Grazie, mio principe.
We will track down the perpetrator of this crime, Uncle. Have patience.
Forgive my indifference.
Did I just see that? Well, no. What's got into him?
Unfortunately, we closed for a time, as ceiling tires have been falling.
just...
Enjoying the poem?
Who were these men he condemned to hell?
Political opponents. Men who wronged him. Alighieri's quill cuts deeply, no?
See, it is a subtle way to seek revenge.
Ezio, I plan to make a trip to Adrianople in a few weeks to visit a new printing press there.
That should be fun.
It is a 5 or 6 day ride from here, and I will need an escort.
Prego.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are a busy man.
Sofia, I would love to accompany you, but my time is running short.
That is true for all of us. Well, I can try to solve this last code now, but I need to run an errand before sundown. Can you wait a day?
What do you need?
It is silly, but a bouquet of fresh flowers. White tulips, specifically.
I can get you the flowers. Nessun problema.
Are you sure?
It will be a nice change of pace.
Bene. Meet me in the park east of Hagia Sophia, and we will trade. Flowers for information.
Watch yourself!
Reminded me of that little girl from
Ah!
You look like a man with money to spend. What do you need, Dostum?
Tulips. White, if you have them.
Ah, tulips. Forgive me, but I am fresh out. Something else, perhaps?
It is not my call, unfortunately.
All right, listen. I may know where to get fresh tulips. You wait here, and I will return. 1 hour, 2 at most.
I am not waiting an hour.
of the Grand Bazaar has offered a modest reward for information on the location of the
Someone help me!
Not the bashful one, is he?
What is this?
A gift. Sit. Che belli, grazie. I wanted to thank you for letting me play a small role in your adventure.
A small role is enough for this adventure, believe me.
You are a mystery, auditore.
Mi dispiace. I do not mean to be.
It is fine. È affascinante.
Sembra squisito.
Why, thank you.
Any luck with the final code?
Ah, the code, sì. I solved it many hours ago. You will get it soon enough.
Where do you think that one's from?
Have I somehow annoyed you?
Come, good folk.
have a new line coming in soon. Don't be a Xenos.
Hey! Do I need to call the guard?
Isn't that dangerous?
Bak şimdi. Why behave like a rabid monkey? Out of here! Stay back!
Well now, what's he doing?
Nereden buldun bunu?
They say he screams in his sleep, calling out for his father.
Abbas, what a miserable man.
It is not our place to judge.
It certainly is. If our master has gone mad, I would like to know.
Shh. Good evening.
Water.
Of course. Sit.
Many thanks.
What brings you here, old man?
Pity Abbas. Do not mock him. He has lived as an orphan for most of his life, shamed by his family's legacy. He is desperate for power, because he is powerless.
He is our mentor. And unlike Al-Mualim or Altair, he never betrayed us.
Nonsense. Altair was no traitor. He was driven out. Unjustly. Is it you? I heard the rumors, but I did not believe them.
I wonder if I might speak to Abbas myself. It's been a long time.
Impossible. Abbas uses rogue Fedayeen to keep us from the castle.
Fewer than half the fighters here are true assassins.
So, where do I begin?
With us.
You say these men are cruel. Has anyone raised his blade against an innocent?
Alas, yes. Brutality seems to be their sole joy.
Then they will die, for they have compromised the order. But those who still live by the creed must be spared.
You can trust in us. You've heard the stories going around the village.
About Abbas and his nightmares?
No. Altair.
What about him?
People say an old assassin saved the life of a merchant down in the valley. They say he fought with a hidden blade.
Rumors. I don't believe it.
True or not, say nothing to Abbas. He is sick with paranoia.
You make me ill just looking at you.
Altair is here. In the village? Send word to the castle, quickly. Assassins! To me!
Mentor!
Welcome.
Shh! Do not want to get him killed.
There! Kill the traitors!
You are nothing without that artifact. Nothing! You pathetic miser. Stand down or die.
You could have been spared, friend. Follow me to the castle. And spill no blood if you can help it.
Go to welcome.
Death!
Altair, 2 decades have passed since we last saw you within these walls. We could use your wisdom. Now more than ever.
Kill him! Kill him now! What are you waiting for? You fools! He has bewitched you!
Our mentor has returned!
My respect, mentor.
For Abbas! I fight for you. For the Order.
Mentor.
Welcome to
Altair. Welcome back, mentor.
Altair.
Your presence honors me.
Altair.
You are home.
Mentor.
Always an
Die!
Together for victory, mentor.
Welcome back, mentor.
Tell your men to stand down!
No! I am defending Mashaf! Would you not do the same?
You corrupted everything we stand for and lost everything we gained. All of it sacrificed on the altar of your own spite.
And you! You have wasted your life, staring into that apple, dreaming of your own glory.
That is true, Abbas. I learned many things from the apple. Of life and death, of the past and the future. Let me show you.
I can never forgive you, Altair. The lies you told about my family, my father, the humiliation I suffered.
They were not lies, Abbas. I was 10 years old when your father came to see me. He was in tears, begging to be forgiven for betraying my family. Then he cut his own throat. I watched his life ebb away at my feet. I will never forget that image.
No!
But he was not a coward, Abbas. He reclaimed his honor.
I hope there is another life after this one. Then I will see him and know the truth of his final days. And when it is your time, we will find you. And then there will be no doubts.
An old man, and still he fought to hold our brotherhood together. I would have called him stubborn in my youth, but now I can only admire his courage. The assassins were his life, from beginning to end. He had no other.
Ah!
What an eccentric man. He must be complete.
Flows like a cat.
Ah! Sayun Auditore! Word around the city is you're leaving us.
Is nothing I do a secret.
Not to worry, brother. The captain of your ship is a friend. But neither of you are going anywhere just yet. The Janissaries have raised the chain across the mouth of the Halij and ordered a full blockade until you are caught.
They raised the chain for me.
We will celebrate later. Here, I have something for you. Careful. This has 50 times the kick of our usual bombs.
Bene, I know what to do.
The suspense is palpable.
Yusuf, wait. Un favore.
Yes?
There is a woman running a bookshop at the old Polo trading post. Sofia. Look out for her. She is a remarkable lady.
You have my word.
Gather your men.
This will attract some attention.
Rather,
Wait a moment.
oh, final torment will linger. Those ships are armed! They're waiting to stop your boat! You take care of them! We will clear the docks!
Yanlış yaptın ahmak. Baştan başla.
Don't let him reach the ship!
Ah! An advocate like you does nothing.
Yours is not a subtle approach.
See. Sorry for the delay.
Something, don't you? You know what's out there.
I have a hunch, yes.
Come on, Bill, you never do anything halfway. What do you think we'll find?
If we're lucky, another prize. If we're very lucky, something that'll end this miserable war.
You're talking over my head, mate.
Listen, Sean, I have no idea what we're going to find. But I do know that whatever it is, the Templars can't have it.
Do you regret anything, Desmond?
Like what?
Running away? Leaving your parents behind, finding a shit job and pretending to be productive? What's it like spending your whole life avoiding hard decisions?
Come on.
Sure, you're an assassin, but it wasn't your choice.
Do you have a point?
I want to know if you regret anything.
Sure. I wish I'd been more patient with my parents. I wish I'd listened. And Lucy. Maybe things could have been different if I'd... I'm not sure.
Thank you.
For what?
For making sense.
I have left Constantinople and set sail for the interior of Anatolia, to a region called Cappadocia, where Manuel is training his soldiers. If I am lucky, I will not be alone, for there may be Ottoman spies in the area waiting to strike. But, as ever, I put stock only in myself, and hold the memory of dear Sofia close to my heart. Claudia, you would laugh to hear the racing thoughts of your brother now. I have come to admire Sofia with more affection than I thought possible. After the death of Christina, something withered in me. But that feeling, that capacity for love, has returned. I adore Sofia, but dare not drag her into this life of mine. Not without fear of hurting her, or driving her away. Evidence of an army here, and no signs of Tariq's men.
Not so close, Adi Herif.
Easy now. Tariq sent me.
Only you? Why not more?
I am enough. Where are your men?
Captured by Byzantines over a week ago. I was just to look like a slave and managed to escape. But the others? Are you a capable fighter?
I like to think so.
Well, when you are certain, come find me.
Perhaps later then. Do you require... Trust me, you'll soon feel much better.
Is he sane?
Did you happen to see that? We caught another of the Sultan's spies lurking about. A woman this time, disguised as a harlot of low birth.
Sending his harem girls now, eh? It seems the Sultan is running out of skilled fighters. Where did you take her?
Inside, into the prisons. But she won't last long. Not with Shakulu in charge.
Okay, do you have your knives? Use them for target practice.
How soon before my soldiers are trained to use those guns?
A few weeks at most.
Janissaries will know I have betrayed them by now. But do they have the resources for retribution?
Doubtful. The Sultan's battle with Selim commands most of their attention.
What the hell is that smell?
Apologies, Manuel. Some of these Ottoman prisoners are so... fragile.
Shakuru, try to moderate your anger. I know the Sultan humiliated your people, but there is no need to spit on men who are beneath us.
You, take the woman from the prison and bring her to the chapel.
Shakulu, I don't have the key.
Find it!
Who has the key? You?
I think Nicholas has. He's on leave in the market.
Christemu, I'd like to run that man through with a spear. such pain as you have, I can only make...
How bizarre.
Your time.
You are welcome.
Aman Allah. What is that?
Not everyone was taken prisoner.
Poor men. Allah Siti Kutsasim. That Turkmen renegade did this. Shah Kudu. I'll kill him!
Wait. You do not cooperate very well.
I'm here to rescue my men, not make friends. Right there.
That armor is too thick for bullets. I will have to get in close.
Jonas, we have to help him.
Men who make a fetish out of murder deserve no pity.
Sen çok yaşa Dilara.
Can you walk?
Evet.
The rifles you brought, they should be destroyed.
Most of them don't actually work. But the gunpowder is real. We could not fake that.
Bene. Keep out of sight until you hear the explosions. Then, you run.
Explosions? If you do that, all hell will break loose. You'll panic the entire city.
See, I am counting on it.
And then what?
Then I find Manuel Paleologos.
Ibn Rashid himself. You look stronger already.
Ah! Kill him without something like that.